Peace everyone and welcome to Earth Crowns YouTube channel. We also have a page on Facebook, and again on Facebook is called Earth Crowns as well. Now today I want to show you a tutorial on a particular style of crown that I made, and I named Ocean of Silver Petals. And as we go through the tutorial, you will see why that name. And I also like to name my wraps or crowns, depending, right? Women call them different things. I like to name them because it shows an aspect of who I am to a larger audience, not just my immediate family. And it also shows my creativity process and how I work and how I view different things. And so that's one of the major reasons why I like to name them, because through my crowns you get to know me a bit better. And of course this channel exists to inspire and give ideas, take ideas, exchange ideas with women from all around the world who embrace this culture of head wrapping, or to those who might not necessarily even consider this lifestyle. I mean, I can think back 8 years ago, I would have never thought about embracing or even wrapping my hair, right? But it's turned into a beautiful process for me, and hence why I'm here today showing you this tutorial. Well, so let's get started. If I didn't introduce myself, my name is Izayaa. Again, the name of the crown is Ocean of Silver Petals. I will be using 3 items. This headband, excuse me, if you hear any noise in the background, that's my daughter. She's a toddler. She's about a year and a half. So you'll probably be listening to her in and out. But I'll be using this headband, and headbands are extremely useful. I haven't used them since I was a kid, but it's useful for me in this particular crown and other crowns because I can use them as a base. So you can use them for 2 things, which I use them for 2 things. I use them because this cap here that you see, right, which adds volume to my crown and also protects my hair. Right, it has this Velcro thingy here, and it's extremely dangerous if you're using fabrics, if you're using dresses or skirts, or scarves that are extremely sensitive and that can rip apart with this Velcro because it sticks onto that. So I kind of like to use the headband not only as a protective tool, but also as a tool which adds dimension to the crown. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this over here. If you want, you can actually show some of the black there if you wanted to, or the already hair that you have showing. But if you notice, right, I've put it all around, right? It's going to serve as the base, and I will be showing a part of the headband because it happens to go with the colors. Now I'm going to be using this rectangle scarf here. If you notice, it has like silverish, grayish a tone. So I'm just going to be placing it here, right in the center, and I want to make it's my left, but it's your right. This side is going to be shorter than this side before I tie it, and there's a reason for that. Why? Because I'm gonna end up with the longer side, right, on my left side, right? So there we go, and then I'm gonna just tie this in the back here, and I'm gonna bring this up and just hide the fringes by tucking them. And you know what, it doesn't matter if some of the fringes are still showing, because the other scarf that I'm using is going to cover that. So there we have it, right? I have this long tail here that I'll be using later on. And now I have this scarf here. It has many layers, right? It's called Layers of Love, and it has many different layers. But the layer that I want to use is this one, right? And it's also found down here, right? That's the one that I'll be using. And so to get to that one, I have to fold in these 2. All right, so I'm just gonna fold these 2 in. Okay, and then I folded it, and I'm just gonna bring it over, right, to the front. Just gonna move this a bit back. Okay, and I'm just gonna make sure that my tails match, and they do. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up a little bit, right, making sure that the scarf is neat, right? Okay, so I'm gonna bring this, and I'm going to tie it. Okay, so I'm gonna tie it in the back, and then I'm just gonna spread this. I'm gonna bring some of it to the front. Okay, okay, here we go. And I use a mirror, excuse me. I use a mirror to kind of just check how everything is going. So I'm just going to check the back. Okay, and okay, seems like it's tied fine. Now, I'm not going to be using these tails at all. So I'm just going to wrap them around, but I'm going to continue using this. So I'm going to play around with the scarf a little bit until I find the layer that I want to use. So here we have it. Okay, I'm gonna bring it around, and I am going to tuck in the ridges, and I'm going, so this moved a little bit back, which is fine, so I'm just gonna bring it, you know, up a little bit more. Okay, and then, you know, you can play around with the actual tail. All right, and now I'm gonna take the remaining tail and also do the same, you know, kind of like the same process, bringing it up and looking for that one layer that I want to use to give the crown the effect I want it to have. So you know, it's coming along. It's a bit okay, just a bit working, you know. Okay, and I'm gonna bring it around, and usually at around, and you know, then tuck it in. And I'm going to see how this is all turning out, because I usually have the mirror right there with me. But if you notice, the front looks great. There's a couple edges just like I want it to, right? I do want it to have this effect of one, right? There's like a layering going on too. And so I'm just gonna quickly check. And you see these areas, you tuck them in to provide more neatness. Okay, but it's looking okay. And I'm just gonna, you know, play with it and continue to design it, mold it, shape it, right? All right, and now I'm going to use this tail, and I'm gonna bring it up diagonally like this, right? I am going to hold it like this, and I am going to proceed to twist this other end here. Okay, and once I am finished, I'm just gonna bring it around, right? And I'm gonna tuck it inside here somewhere, and I'm gonna move this, okay? And I'm tucking it like behind there. And then once that's done, I am going to kind of just play around with that design. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pull it back up because okay. And I'm just gonna do this again, ladies, because it's not doing the effect that I wanted to. So here we go. Okay, that's perfect. I want it to kind of do that, right? And then I'm gonna go ahead and shape this here. Okay. So it's a bit long, but what I'll do is I'm gonna move it and then I'm gonna tuck it in here, okay? All right, and this will cover it. Okay. So this is why I've named it Ocean of Silver Petals. We kind of have these silver petals here, and here is the ocean aspect, right? Kind of wavy, and there we go. So now I love my big hoop earrings, and I'm gonna put them on. This is a color that kind of goes with the main scarf, which is kind of like, it has a pink undertone, right? So there we have it. So I'm gonna turn around, ladies, so that you can see the final shape and form of the wrap. And there you have it, ladies. Thank you for joining me today, and hope to see you next time. Peace.